It is a real privilege to take a peek at one of the most beautiful places on Earth. The so-called Coral Triangle, a paradise overflowing with coral reefs and considered the area with the greatest marine biodiversity in the world. Like a heart for our planet, its mission is to pump oxygen continuously through the enormous fields of coral that grow in its depths. The currents transfer this oxygen to the oceans, generating life. This area provides a home and protection for more than 2,000 species of fish and animals of all kinds. "75% of all our planet's coral lives here." In this series, we have filmed over 300 hours of underwater images, 2 years of diving, having the chance to see up close the uniqueness of all its inhabitants and the beauty of its surroundings. Sadly, it is in serious danger of extinction. The Coral Triangle occupies an area of 6 million square kilometers. It covers 18,000 islands in an area where the seas of Southeast Asia and Oceania meet. In the very heart of the Coral Triangle, the archipelago of Raja Ampat beats intensely. The 1,500 islands in this untamed wilderness contain mythological stories in tune with its supernatural and dreamlike appearance. Legend has it that 2 native settlers found 4 dragon's eggs, from each of which a king was born, hence the name of Raja Ampat, 4 kings, in the Bahasa language. Its blue water mangroves, considered unique, are surprising because of the incredible transparency of their waters, where branches and roots crisscross. Hanging from them are colorful corals, in a world that appears to be turned upside down. Mangroves are vital for our survival. They slow down erosion and absorb greenhouse gases. Without them, many species would disappear, like these anchovy fry, which are present every year from November to February, in their hundreds of thousands. In the same area, a group of grunts, also known as sweet lips, start to congregate. They are off in search of small mollusks. Among them, this group recoils in fear. They have a characteristic mouth with thick lips, giving them a peculiar appearance. They appear to be disoriented in the face of a threatening presence. Which gives us this curious image. 3 colored fish fanned out, staring at something bearing down upon them inevitably. A perfect storm on the reef. Millions of anchovies all together, looking for food amongst the mangroves. Unaware of the fact that the more of them there are, the more vulnerable they are. The anchovies engulf their spectators in a situation where the best thing to do is wait until the storm has passed. Life is a continuous cycle in Raja Ampat. News of the anchovies' arrival has spread, and other groups arrive in droves, knowing that food is plentiful. Meanwhile, these bubble-tip anemones act as hosts for their usual guests, the clownfish. Before settling in, the clownfish performs a kind of dance in which it secretes mucus. This makes it immune to the toxic venom of the anemones. The anemone is home to the clownfish. They feel so safe there that they make it the ideal place for their offspring. Thousands of offspring. The poisonous tentacles are the best defense for the development of the larvae, protecting them from predators. In tropical waters, clownfish can reproduce all year round. In other latitudes, they do so when the water temperature rises. is the one who prepares the place where the female will deposit and fix her eggs. In this case, he has chosen a pink anemone. It looks like a very safe place. And with someone keeping close watch. Others prefer open spaces, but they never leave the area. In this case, they are saddleback clownfish. When they are born, all the offspring are male, and they become females when the hierarchy in the group requires it. After the female has spawned, it is the male's job to oxygenate the nest, periodically flapping its fins and removing any that are in poor condition. In the chain of survival in the animal kingdom, only the strongest survive. And in this case, the weakest will be dragged off by the current. On the reef, the struggle for survival never stops. The naive anchovies attempt to escape from multiple threats. Raja Ampat is a paradise for marine species, that much is obvious. Here, an enormous group of yellowtail fusiliers merges with the tireless, zigzagging Moorish idols. Both species cross paths with the barracudas, who have come to witness the spectacle of the anchovies. At times, Raja Ampat becomes a torrent of species moving around in all directions, from side to side and up and down. This whirlwind of life is a real sight for sore eyes. Oblivious of the storm, the turtles go about their business. Unhurried, but never stopping, a pair of hawksbill sea turtles swims around in search of food. While other turtles feed on jellyfish, these live basically on sponges and soft corals. Dinner is served. Hawksbill turtles have a sharp beak, hence their name, that allows them to access cracks where the coral is usually more tender. It is one of only a few animals that can feed on organisms with a high content in silica, which is highly toxic and lethal for the majority of sea creatures. Perhaps this is one of the secrets of its longevity. Its preferred food are sponges, and in Raja Ampat, it has plenty to choose from. Now it has had its fill, it allows us to join it on its trip through the coral blue. A trip in which we can see that history is also watching us from the bottom of the ocean. This is a Second World War US fighter plane. The plane had to attempt a sea landing very close to Y Island because of bad weather and a lack of fuel, in an operation with another 7 planes. The fighter plane is 15 meters long and lies upside down at a depth of 23 meters. Like all wrecks, it has become an artificial reef. Slow compost for life, where everything grows quickly. As we drift along with the current, we reach 2 of the most emblematic points of Raja Ampat: Candy Store and the Bow Window. 2 places you cannot fail to visit. It is difficult to say whether the most beautiful part of Raja Ampat is underwater or on the surface. And if someone also decides to display their natural elegance, the exterior setting will certainly stake its claim. In this Raja, or legendary kingdom bathed in crystal clear waters, there has to be castles, fortresses, and walls. They are not the thousands of islands or the trenches covered by water. Here, the fortified shelters, the bastions to defend against attacks from outside, are the mangroves. These are the castles that remain standing after the trials and tribulations of so many centuries. Anyone who dares to take a tour will discover a universe of winding walls, a place teeming with passageways, intricate mazes, and a mysterious appearance. Some magician must have been involved in creating this place. These depths are bewitched by beauty and serenity. Is there anything more relaxing than a voyage through this kingdom of the Four Kings? Well, in fact, there probably is something more relaxing.
Where you call me to go.
Here we are witnessing the deployment of an absolutely silent army. Like terracotta soldiers emerging from the depths, an army of jellyfish deploys in all directions. From the bottom of Lake Lenmakana in Misul in the south of Raja Ampat, thousands of Mastigia jellyfish swim around as far and wide as the eye can see. A spectacle that is very difficult to see and worthy of our admiration. These jellyfish reproduce in saltwater lakes, which have been closed off over time and by meteorological phenomena. The lake has a surface area of 1 hectare, and is 18 meters deep. These are figures we can check, but it is materially impossible to count how many jellyfish it might contain. Absolutely hypnotic. We even have the chance to see a unique specimen, a moon jellyfish, whose transparent appearance gives it an elegance that stands out amongst so much uniformity. The moon jellyfish is one of the favorites of the most feared predator in these lakes, man. Because it is 95% water, with a high concentration of collagen, these jellyfish are a delicacy much sought after by chefs in certain areas of the world. Fortunately, the 3 inland lakes that are home to these colonies of jellyfish are visited very little because they are in areas difficult to reach. This group are archerfish, difficult to see. They are peculiar because they are insectivores, and to get their prey to fall into the water, they squirt a powerful jet of water from their mouth. The mangrove is a place to discover unusual species and witness very particular choreographies, ebbing and flowing with the currents. Here we can also see a camouflage demonstration by a cautious cuttlefish. Are you sure it's a cuttlefish? Isn't it a branch of the mangrove? Raja Ampat gifts us one of the most numerous occurrences of spadefish. Although they belong to the batfish family, their morphology is notably different. They are extremely hungry fish, always eating. Their graceful swimming offers us scenes more akin to a 3-dimensional design than a real image. They have good defenses in the form of spines, and they usually measure around 30 centimeters long, although they can reach lengths of more than half a meter. Diving down to a depth of 45 meters, we came across this huge colony. This many fish together is not at all easy to see, and especially at this depth. Normally, they live between 3 and 30 meters. It was worth diving down to appreciate the gracefulness of their movements so close up. We are part of them. They are completely unfazed. Spadefish cover great distances on their travels. Welcome. We are traveling with the spadefish. Destination, the blue universe of Raja Ampat. Their diet, based on small crustaceans and shrimps, leads them to venture close to the jetties, a very characteristic feature of Raja Ampat. These jetties are used by local fishermen every day, which means there are always food remains for the area's fish.
Take me broken. Please, please, would
The best-known jetties are those at Erborek and Yembuba. They provide the most familiar photographs of this area of Raja Ampat. As we travel around these jetties under the water, we can see the role they play in terms of biodiversity. We see numerous species and large colonies of them. Should we try and learn something from them in other parts of the world? These aerial images show us some of these jetties and the beauty of their surroundings. Extraordinary. Coral grows vigorously on the posts of these jetties. As in forests all around the world, wood is a nutritional element when it breaks down. For this reason, numerous species of wild mushrooms grow in the shelter of the dead wood. Water speeds up this action, allowing other animals and plants to take advantage of it. Among the tentacle-like branches, a curious species appears. The Raja Ampat Pygmy seahorse. It is also known as Santa Claus because of its colors. Its existence was discovered a few years ago. At first it was thought that it was a new species, but it is actually a variant of the Denise's Pygmy seahorse, which is also very small. It has been given the name bargibant. This one we see here measures less than 2 centimeters, and it goes practically unnoticed in this Gorgonian coral, which it clings onto with its tail. Nearby is a soft coral bummy, one of the largest found in this area. And we can recognize these citrus corals from their color. On Masul Island, we can see an enormous exhibition of corals of different species. The enormous limestone rock formations facilitate their growth and development, which attracts a wealth of marine fauna. This is why it is so important that we learn to respect it. We are in a huge, monumental natural aquarium. Let's travel for a moment around different points of Raja Ampat, like Max Point, Melissa's Garden, Whale Rock, and Tank Rock. These are real coral tapestries. Everything is arranged in equilibrium to maintain its environmental function. Let's enjoy the gifts it has to offer. In this type of coral, some fish find their comfort zone. Like this barramundi, a very elusive species, very difficult to observe. Its name comes from the Australian Aboriginal language and means large-scaled fish. This is because they can measure up to 2 meters long. Like many others, they are hermaphrodites, which is perhaps why this one is swimming alone. This one is alone too, because it is an imposter. It tries to pass itself off as a blenny that cleans other larger fish, to take a bite out of them. Here, we have a tridacna, otherwise known as a giant clam. This one weighs several hundred kilos and may be more than 200 years old, and it is threatened with extinction because of man's influence. If it weren't for external dangers, the reef would continue life at its normal pace. You may come across several species of trevallies, fusiliers, and some butterfish. There are so many species to be found in Raja Ampat that it is almost impossible to name them all. In every image, dozens of individuals. They move around in groups, and also the occasional solitary fish lost in thought. Although if these creatures appear, they are quickly identified. Several reef manta rays come together in a magical moment. Their graceful movements are always a joy to see. Their scientific name is very curious: Manta alfredi. They were given their name in honor of Prince Alfred, the first member of the British royal family to visit Australia, and who was the victim of an assassination attempt in Sydney. These individuals are in Karang Bayangan, Misul Island, where the anchovies are still flying around. And where the manta rays seem to glide. This group is basking in the sunshine in Raja Ampat, a seemingly endless paradise. Which has allowed us to travel in excellent company for a good stretch of the way. Delving into hidden, mysterious mangroves that form an inseparable part of life on the reef. As do the sponges and the corals, whose diversity is so enormous, it seems impossible to take them all in. These thousands of small anchovies have today taken center stage in our journey through Raja Ampat. Or like these clownfish fry, fixing their gaze on the future in the transparent blue. This is the kingdom of the four kings. A kingdom of fairy tales and mysteries, of dark galleries and hidden giants, of mazes in which light marks the exit, and of armies in uniform which conquer with a single weapon: their elegance. From all possible viewpoints, Raja Ampat is imperial, a real empire for the senses.